Hey guys, this is Jessica Gutierrez with Clean With Me podcast. This is a podcast where I walk you through cleaning your house step by step. So let's clean together.
Hey everybody, so I'm super excited to be back. I'm super psyched to be talking to you today. I have gotten so much cleaning done in the last few days, so I have so much to talk about. I know I took a little bit of a hiatus, and I hope I didn't lose any of you. For those of you that are new here, what I do is Sundays I have a mini episode where it's 20 minutes, and I will either do a targeted clean, talk about cleaning, your car, a specific room, organization, or I'll just do a 20-minute speed cleaning of the house, which is what we're going to do today. And I also talk about, what's been going on in my life, and throw in a couple little funny stories about my kids and some crazy stuff that's happened during my moving. So, for those of you that are avid listeners and kind of follow my life and whatnot, I have been moving. I had to move from the upstairs apartment to downstairs. I am living kind of separately from my husband right now. We're together, but we're, working stuff out. So I have an apartment, and anyway, I moved downstairs, so it wasn't that difficult of a move, but it still took time and cleaning, and I had to clean out the apartment and stuff. So I will incorporate kind of that into the episode today, and I'll talk about moving out of a house because we are also moving out of our home that we have together. It was sold. So, we're going to be fixing up the house and things like that. We've got pretty much everything packed out of our house that we have together, but just a lot of moving going on. So I just wanted to talk about that a little bit, but it'll be just a regular cleaning episode, just with some moving tips thrown in there. But first things first, what I always like to do is do whatever you do that gets you motivated and ready to go. So whatever that means to you, I'm all about routine. The reason why a lot of what I talk about in a lot of my episodes are very routine and repetition is because the repetition tricks our brain into getting in a cleaning mode. For me, routine helps me be more productive. So if I have a specific day where I'm cleaning, a specific time where I'm cleaning, I talked about getting up earlier in the morning and, 15 minutes at a time earlier and earlier, to where now I have a little pocket of time every morning before work where I am cleaning my house and getting that done before my kids wake up. Whereas before I was waiting until the last possible second until they woke up. And then I just realized that I was just waking up in a bad mood because just being woken up by a toddler, smacking you in the face, even if it's the same time you would normally be getting up, for some reason, just getting up on your own terms before them is somehow more peaceful. I don't know why. For me, I don't know. For me, it just really helps my productivity when I get up before the kids instead of the kids waking me up, and it helps my mood. I'm not as mad when I wake up, which, of course, when the mom in the family unit, if there is a mom in the family unit, is in a good mood, the whole household is in a better mood. In my experience, anyway, in my house. If I'm in a good mood, then the kids are in a better mood. But obviously, if they sense me being stressed out, they're going to be stressed out. Nobody wants that. So, anyway, I'll quit rambling. Moral of the story is repetition. So, whatever it is that gets you in a cleaning mode, whether that's throwing your hair up in a bun, getting ready for the day, or if it's just listening to the podcast, you're already there, opening windows, lighting a candle, lighting your Scentsy, or plugging it in, whatever you do. Don't light your Scentsy on fire. Sorry, guys. But yeah, just do whatever you do that helps get you in a productive mode. Put on some cleaning clothes. Maybe you have a certain, type of outfit, like sweats and a t-shirt that you don't care about, that you put on before you clean. And that kind of puts you in, because if you set yourself up like that, like I'm going to put clothes on to clean, then you're more likely to finish the job that you set out to do because you're in cleaning clothes. Does that make sense? At least that works for me anyway. So, but everyone's different. Everyone has different things. That's why I say whatever works for you. So first thing I like to do is we're going to do a speed cleaning session. So let's go ahead and first let's just do a quick laundry switch. So let's go to our laundry, wherever we do our laundry, and let's move our clothes from the washer to the dryer and from the dryer to the laundry basket. And if we don't have a lot of time, if we're trying to get out the door, if maybe you're listening to this in the morning before you leave your house, um, which by the way, sent the 20-minute episodes are great to listen to before, if you just need to quickly clean your house. The hour long is more for your weekly, um, I'm going to wash my bedding, do a whole house, whole floor clean, more deep clean type of a deal. Okay, so you guys just be working on that laundry switch. Be working on doing a load of laundry. If you don't have a lot of time on your hands, then you can start unloading your dishwasher now. Or maybe if you just want to put a quick load of towels or rags or something into your washer, you can do that. And I mentioned this in a previous podcast. Uh, I read somewhere, or I saw it on TikTok, I think, that if you put fabric softener in your cleaning rags, they're not as absorbent, I guess. So I quit doing that, and I guess it works. I mean, they're absorbent, so I don't know why they would lie to me. So don't put fabric softener in your cleaning rags, guys. But while you're doing the laundry switch, I had a little story time for you guys, and those of you with toddlers might be able to relate to this. So I felt like a very crappy mom. So what happened was I fell asleep on the couch with my babies. I was watching a show, and they fell asleep early. It was like earlier than they usually fall asleep. They had just had a really hard day of playing. They played super hard. They were tired. They fell asleep early. And then I fell asleep early too. I fell asleep on the couch. I was watching a show. And all of a sudden I wake up and I hear a noise. My kids had gotten up once they saw that I was asleep. I guess something woke them up. And then one of them woke the other one up. And they silently got into my refrigerator, got the eggs out, and just broke 12 eggs on the floor. And I know the 4-year-old was the mastermind of this, okay? So she had them meticulously placed on a plate, all these shells for the entire dozen eggs that I had just bought. And it was in my old apartment. So this was right before I moved. And I have a very small, like, living area. So the refrigerator is like right next to the couch, just to give you a little perspective. It's not like they were in the other room. My kitchen and living area were all one in my old apartment. Uh, and I was like, why? Why did you do that, Juliana? Why? Why? Like, why? I just woke up and saw all these eggs on the floor. And she was like, I was looking for chickens, Mama. And I was like, you were looking for chickens? And she was like, I was making sure there weren't any chickens in the eggs. And then I started thinking, she hasn't been eating eggs lately because she's been having this weird thing where she won't eat eggs. I have to take them off of everything. Like, she won't eat eggs. And I think that she thought there were baby chickens in the eggs. And so we had a little talk about that. And she won't be checking the eggs for chickens anymore. Thank goodness. But yeah, I was like, how were they able to break 12 eggs and I did not wake up? But they were, as soon as I woke up, she was like, I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry. And like, she knew what she was doing. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with y'all. But let's move on. Let's go to the kitchen. So, um, this cleaning session is going to be mainly getting the kitchen and just living area clean because I used up a lot of time already on doing the laundry switch, and we're trying to get out the door. We're in a hurry, so we're just going to do dishes. So just start working on I actually have a dishwasher in my new house. So totally psyched about that. I haven't had a dishwasher in years. Um, I just it really just sanitizes the dishes. You kind of have to, wash them before you put them in the dishwasher, but it's just so handy. I miss having a dishwasher. So anyway, unload your dishwasher or drying rack if you don't have one. Get all those clean dishes put away, put up, and once you're done with that, then just start your very thorough pre-rinse of your dishes. If you have a couple problem dishes that you know are going to be hard to scrub off, like anything baked on or oatmeal or, something that's difficult to get off of anything, you might want to let that soak while you're doing the other dishes. Put some hot water and some soap in with those dishes, or maybe you want to boil some hot water in a pan or something like that. Now, if you maybe you have some small parts, maybe you have bottle parts, sippy cup parts, parts for a blender or a kitchen appliance or something that need to be cleaned that are a little hard to sanitize and you don't have a dishwasher, you can boil those parts. If you do have a dishwasher, then you could just put them in the dishwasher. But before I had one, I would boil those. That's why I'd always say, like, boil the parts of these appliances and stuff and bottles and whatnot because I didn't have a dishwasher. So that's a good thing to do if you don't have one. But just be chugging along on those dishes, guys. Get those uh, done. For me, that's definitely a priority when I'm getting out the door in the morning. I want to make sure that my breakfast mess is cleaned up and I at least have everything rinsed off if I don't have time to fully uh, do the dishes. I at least want them pre-rinsed and all the food off of them because we don't want things getting dirty and nasty and just making it harder on ourselves because then when we get off work, they're going to be all baked on and gross. And the longer we leave them, the longer we are not going to want to do them and the grosser they're going to get. You know what I mean? And so just be chugging along on those dishes, be working on the pre-rinse. I wanted to say I've been getting some messages recently from a few different people giving me some great ideas for just cleaning and podcasts and or just checking up on me and asking about things going on and just giving me cleaning advice, ideas that they had, saying that they appreciate the podcast, and I love getting messages from y'all. So please keep those coming in. And I'm going to, you know who you are. I'm going to incorporate those in Wednesday's episode, and I'm going to give you a shout out and tell you some of the things that these people shared with me because I thought it was a really good idea. I'm not going to do it this time just because we don't have much time, but really love the ideas coming in. Thank you guys so much for sending those in. So just while you're working on the dishes, just remember the order of operations. Do everything that's like not greasy first. We want to do cups, silverware, stuff like that first, spoons and whatnot, and spatulas, stuff like that. Then obviously work your way to the bigger stuff like the pans. Now, while you're doing that, I'll talk a little bit about moving. So, moving is stressful, and I think anybody would agree that while you're moving, you realize how much stuff you have. So, even when you're not moving, this is something to think about. Even if you lived in the same house for forever, think the longer you've lived in a house, the more junk you seem to accumulate. For sure. Obviously, my apartment had a lot less junk in it than the house that we're moving from because we've lived in this house for 3 years. So we've been over the course of probably the last 6 months been purging room by room. Me and my husband just all the accumulated stuff over the years because we knew that we were going to have to move soon. So, if moving is in your future, I would definitely recommend you do that because it has definitely lightened the load I did talk about how they redid our flooring recently, which helped a lot with the purgings because we had to get stuff out of a lot of the rooms in the house that we live in. So we ended up getting rid of a lot of stuff. So that was a kind of push that we needed, but um the longer you wait, the bigger job you're going to have when it comes to moving. So if you have an inkling that you might be moving soon, or it's it's in your future, or maybe even in a year from now you might be moving, just slowly start purging room by room by room and just get rid of that stuff that you've accumulated over time that you don't need. Donate it, have a garage sale, because it really does make a difference when you're starting to pack stuff up. And don't move the junk to the new house. Don't just start emptying drawers and cabinets and closets into boxes and moving the junk from one house to the next, because then you're just going to have to deal with it when you're unpacking, and then you're probably just going to have these random boxes of nonsense sitting in your garage for years. So let's try to actually use stressful times like moving to get rid of stuff. And again, no judgment. I'm saying all this because I've moved a lot in my life as a child, as an adult. I've moved so many times, and I've been in houses where I have not that much junk, and I've been in houses where we lived there for a while and we moved junk in boxes from one house to the next, and put myself in that situation. So definitely not judging you guys. I have been on both sides of the spectrum, and I'm telling you from experience, the earlier you start getting rid of stuff and organizing and decluttering, the easier your move's going to be. Definitely do not just move the clutter to the new house. So, you guys should still be chugging along on those dishes. Hopefully, you're getting some stuff done there. Hopefully, you're getting close to finishing the dishes. If you're not, no judgment. We've all had those crazy, crazy days. Um, I know I had a couple bad days recently where I just kind of let the kids destroy the house, and then I had to do some major overhaul cleaning the next day. And I just made more work for myself. But sometimes, we need that. And it's okay to allow ourselves to just have a lazy day where we just sit back and just kind of let the house just uh, get destroyed. You know what I mean? Sometimes we just need a break, and sometimes we just need that, and that's okay. But when we do that, just be prepared to have some extra work the next day. You know what I mean? Don't just keep putting it off, because then the longer it's okay. I guess my point is it's okay to have a bad day. Okay to have a couple bad days, but just don't make it a habit, because then it's just going to make your life harder in the long run, and then you're just going to be have a cycle of a terribly messy, just stress inducing, cluttery mess, and then having to just spend 24 hours cleaning your house after a week of not doing anything. Um, and that's going to really stress out your brain and your life and just complicate things 100%. It's going to just put you in a terrible mood all the time. You're going to constantly be worrying about your house. You're going to constantly be in a state of stress and I need to do this, I need to do that, and just looking at your house every day when you come home and just being anxious about the way it looks. We want to avoid that. That's what I'm here to help you with, because I hate that feeling. I hate being in that spot. So I need the extra motivation. You might need the extra motivation too, and that's what I'm here for. I'm just here for that extra little kick, that little shove, just the idea of just get in the kitchen and just start cleaning, just start somewhere. So, if you're not done with the dishes, that's fine. You can rewind me. You can listen to another episode. It's completely up to you. But I'm going to go ahead and move on to the other areas of the kitchen. And this is going to be a little bit longer than 20 minutes. I'm probably going to do a 30-minute today because we want to get the living area. And I wanted to give you adequate time to do the dishes. So, once you're done with the dishes, you can pause me, rewind me, whatever you need to do. But I'm going to go ahead and move on to other areas of the kitchen. So, first things first, let's go ahead and just do a quick wipe down of anything and everything. So, we just want to wipe down any surface area that you have. Put first, if you have anything obviously sitting on the countertop that's not supposed to be there, put that away. Um, Mail, random miscellaneous junk, etc., etc. Go ahead and put that away where it goes. And once you've put everything away and dishes are done, then just get wiped down happy. Anywhere you see a spot, anywhere you don't see a spot, just sanitize it, wipe it down. Just quickly go through your kitchen and wipe down all surfaces. This is a quick episode, so we're not going to do inside of the fridge or anything. We're just trying to get out the door right now. So let's just do, handles, countertops, outside of your microwave. Maybe if there's some dripping on your cabinets, maybe your faucet just needs to be wiped down really quick. Behind your sink, behind your stove, because grease stains do stain the wall. So, maybe you cooked and there's a couple splatters on behind the stove. Just make sure you wipe that down really quickly. Stuff that just can't sit while you're at work or gone doing errands or what have you. And if your microwave's really dirty on the inside of your microwave, you can wipe down your microwave. And then once you've done a very thorough wipe down of just anything and everything you could in the quick time span that I'm giving you, obviously I'm not giving you a lot of time. We're just doing a quick pick up and wipe down of your kitchen. You're probably going to have some crumbs on the floor, so let's do a little spot sweep of your kitchen. If you have a tiny kitchen like I do, then you can probably sweep up your whole kitchen in this time. If you have a big, big, big kitchen like my mom, her kitchen takes up like most of her house, then because it's a dining room kitchen deal, some of you might have a setup like that. So I would just spot sweep and get the crumbs and around your countertops where you wiped off and your dining room table where you wiped off. There might be some crumbs. Just spot sweep those up really quickly. And then let's move on to taking out the trash quickly. If you have a kitchen trash that is full, go ahead and take that out and replace the liner if it is full. If not, then no worries there. If you're taking out the trash and you notice like there is some food splatter or something on the wall next to your trash can, if you have kids, you know what I mean, that could happen. Um, you might want to wipe that down really quickly. But we're going to go ahead and move on to the outer areas now. So first things first, in the outer areas, I like to just open the windows really quickly, let some light into the room so I see what I'm doing. I like to do the focal point of the room first, which for me would be either the dining room table, if you have one, or your couch. And we're just straightening up. We're not doing a deep clean, so we're not going to look under the couch right now. We're not going to clean the cushions. We're just going to fluff those pillows, make it look nice, pick up all the toys or miscellaneous junk that's on your coffee tables, your end tables, any surface area that stuff needs to be picked up and put away. Go ahead and do that now. If you have some toys that need to go in a toy box, do that. And like I mentioned before, I have a toy rotation going on. So I keep the bulk of their toys in my bedroom in a toy box that's put up. And then I kind of rotate toys into a smaller bin that I keep in the living area so that because they like to dump out all their toys that way. It's not just a big crazy mess every time they dump out their toy box. It's like 5 of their favorite toys, and then I'll switch them out when they get bored with them. So just quickly pick up, and once you've picked up, fluffed your pillows, put everything away, anything miscellaneous away. Maybe you need to feed your pets at this time. Uh, Before you leave your house, maybe you need to feed your animals, clean a litter box, something like that. Then, if you have anything to wipe down, you can wipe that down. If you need to wipe down your coffee table or something, if it was an issue and you just need to wipe it down really quickly, you could do that, or an end table or something like that. If you need to do a quick vacuum, you can do that. If you have carpet, if you have a rug or a small area, you can use a hand vacuum or just do a spot sweep. Again, if you have a small area, you can do that. If you don't have time, no worries. We're just picking up, we're just trying to make it look presentable so we can leave the house. And if you have time to go and make your bed before you leave, then icing on the cake. Put away any clothes, any mess that you made getting ready. Uh, if you left out any hair supply, straightener, clothing, pajamas, towel, whatever that you used in the morning to get ready, makeup. If you left that out on the counter, you can put that up right now and just kind of straighten up the mess you made in the morning and make your bed uh, before you leave your house, and just kind of straighten up your bed and your room and your bathroom and just put everything back in order in the way it was. If you have big kids, you can delegate and have them do this too. Make sure they're cleaning up their mess before they leave the house. That way, where you're not coming home to a big mess. If you have school-aged kids, you can tell them to do the same and to pick up their getting ready mess. Whatever they use to get ready, tell them to put that stuff away and make their beds as well. Again, these are all suggestions. I'm not telling y'all what to do. Everyone has different rhythms of life. Some of y'all homeschool, some of y'all have kids in school, some of you have babies like me, some of you work, some of you stay home. Everybody from all walks of life is listening to this. I understand that. So whatever pertains to you, you do that. No judgment for me. I'm just giving you guys suggestions. And this is again geared towards getting ready to get out the door in the morning. So put your stuff in the dirty laundry, hang up any towels that you used, put your makeup up, put your straightener up, make sure everything's unplugged, lights are off, and your guys are out the door. And I want to thank you guys so much for listening today. If you haven't followed me on Patreon, uh, you can financially support me on there. I will put the link in my description. Thank you to everybody that financially supports me on Patreon already. You guys are amazing. You are what keeps everybody that listens is what keeps this podcast going, but I especially appreciate those of you that financially support me. If you are interested in that, I will put the link in my description. And again, thank you so much for getting your house straightened with me. Hopefully you are good to go. You're ready to leave now. Your house is straightened and back in order and you're ready to start your day. So thank you guys so much, and I hope you have a great day. Happy cleaning.